Magandang umaga, magandang tanghali, magandang hapon, magandang gabi, magandang hating gabi kung saan man kayo naroon. Ito po si Tatay Jack First broadcasting from Lodi, California. Time now in Lodi, California is 10:15. Okay po. So, binabati ko si Caitlin at saka si Franz Fertes. Sila ang unang nandito. Okay, makinig mo tayo sa unang kanta.
Halina kayo, Katatay Jack, First Channel, siya ay nagsasalita, maiintindihan mo ang mga balita. Mga balitang tunay na may ebidensya, itutuwid ang balitang mali. Fake news, yung mga balitang walang pinagbabasihan, kaya makinig na kayo at magkomento at ating pag-usapan. Pinapakinggan ang opinion mo at ito'y respeto. Tayo'y magtalakayan at may kantahan dito. Pantay-pantay tayo lahat kay Tatay Jack. Tatay Jack, First Channel. First Channel. Nagmamahal, loyalista at Pangulo. Para sa bayan nito. Minamahal ni Tatay Jack ang bayang Pilipino. Kaya halina kayo. Mag-subscribe na at mag-bell on para sa susunod. Dapat malaman nyo. Balitang tunay sa ating bansang Pilipinas. Malinis at nagmamahal sa ating mga Pilipino. Ihatid ang balitang mali na fake news. Kaya mag-ilan na at mag-alugay. Pantay-pantay tayo dito. Pinapakinggan ang opinion mo at respeto. Kaya pinagbabasihan ito. At may kantahan pa. Tatay Jack.
Narinig natin ng kanta na magaling na composer na si Jay Cabal para sa akin. Ang importante po doon ay ang message po ni Jay Cabal sa mga viewers ko ay dito po ay walang fake news. Malaya kayo magsaad ng inyong opinion at saloobin. Kaya lang, dapat ay magalang. Okay. Respetado po dapat ang pagsaad ng inyong mga opinion at mga balita at saka ang inyong saloobin. Okay. Magbasa po tayo ng una. Ang una pong pumasok ay si Caitlin. Sabi niya, first horror. Sabi ko, thanks, Muse Caitlin. Thank you po sa Tres Marias. Yan po ay sina Manang Carmen Kimberly, Judy Basco at Liri Ligasa. Sila po ang Tres Marias. I thank them for their tremendous support. Na minsan nag-discourage na ako but they are the ones who are propping me up. Yung aking moral po, sila ang nagpapataas sa akin ng moral. Yung kan. Ulitin ko, pwede kayong magsaad ng salubin at saka news dito, kaya lang dapat ay walang fake news po. Saka dapat daw na ay 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 respetado ang pagsasaad po. Okay. So may balita daw si si Franz Fuertes. Nabilog na naman ang mga pag-iisip ng mga demonyong Marcos. Yan po hindi ko payag dyan. Dapat may respeto po. Miss Franz, ulitin ko. Dapat po sa channel ko, respetado ang pagsasaad ng inyong loobin kasi balaya naman kayong magsaad eh. Bakit? Why do we have to resort to name calling? Okay. Nabilog na naman ang mga pag-iisip ng mga demonyong Marcos at pinapasok po nila ang ICC. Oy, bagong balita yan, Franz. Saan mo nakuha yan? Nakakabahala kung totoo yan. May resibo ka ba? May resibo ka ba? Ano ang source mo, Franz? May ipapakita ka bang source mo na nakapasok na nga ang ICC? Ay, excited din kaming malaman ang source mo. Kasi nung nag-research po ako, wala po ako nakitang balita. Baka tawagin kang purveyor of fake news, Franz, kundi ka makapagpapakita ng source mo na pumasok na nga ang ICC. Excited na kami malaman ang iyong source, Miss Franz Fuertes. Bigyan mo nga sa amin ang source mo. Kasi dito sa channel ko, parating may source ang aking topic. Oh. I thank you sa iyong balita kung totoo. Pero kung hindi, ipagtatawanan ka rito ng aking mga viewers. Okay. Pakita mo nga sa akin ang source mo. I am requesting you earnestly. Okay. Hindi ko sinasabing hindi totoo yan. Pero gusto ko malaman ang resibo. Parating may resibo rito sa channel ko. At saka kung pwede lang po, maging respetado ang iyong comments po. Babasahin namin pero kailangan po respetado. Nandito na po si SSTV Tresilin. Salamat po. Nandito na rin po si SSTV Mercedes Salvatierra. Yung aking mga pamilya, SSTV, ay parating sumusuporta po sa akin. I thank them. Okay. Talakayan na po tayo.
VP Sara gives gifts to multi-sectoral recipients in Cebu, published December 18, 2023.
Mandali. Pinalaki ko lang para mabasa ng iba. Kaya ko pinet po ito. Kasi may mga kumakalat ang balita na ini-snub daw ni First Lady si VP Sara. So, in other words, pinalalabas nila na may awayan ang ating First Lady at saka si VP Sara. Yung pala, kaya hindi nakabad. Mayroong event pa kasi sa Malacanang na get together sa Malacanang ng mga cabinet secretaries and their spouses together with President Bongbong Marcos and Lisa Marcos. Siyempre, kung ang yung tao ay nasa ibang lugar, sa Cebu, paano siya makakapunta? Kaya mali po yung pinapakalat nila, inisnab si VP Sara. Basahin natin, bungbo ang balita.
by Josit and Tista. Cebu City, Cebu.
Chacha, nasa Cebu. Nagtatrabaho po si Sara Duterte. Okay.
More than 1,000 beneficiaries from across Cebu province received assistance from Vice President Sara Duterte Carpio in Naga City, Cebu. VP Sara was in Cebu on December 8, 2023 for the ceremonial distribution of financial assistance and gifts to identified beneficiaries from the LGBTQ, persons with disabilities or PWDs, and transport sectors. In the morning, VP Sara turned over 2,000 pesos worth of financial aid,
Oh.
each to 500 tricycle drivers. The grant was facilitated through the assistance to individuals in crisis situations program of the Department of Social Welfare and Development, or DSWD. The drivers were members of the Danao PUJ's Operators Drivers Multipurpose Cooperative, the now Compostela Tricycle Organization Drivers Association, and the Cebu United Transport Cooperative. Godofredo Jordan, a 65-year-old driver from Danao City, earns an average of only 20 pesos a day. With two sickly children, she said the 2,000 pesos assistance he received would help cover the medical needs of his wife and children. Maayo naman ni kapalit mi og bugas unya tambal pod sa akong asawa. This money would help us buy rice and medicines for my wife, said Jordan, who was accompanied by his wife, Marita, during the distribution. The couple thanked the Office of the Vice President for the financial assistance they received. Dako kaayo ni natabang namo. Mapasalamaton jud kaayo mi. This is a big help for us. We are very grateful, added Jordan. Vice President Sara Duterte with the representatives of the Moal Boal Public Market Vendors Association on the handing of 150,000 pesos. In the afternoon, the vice president led the distribution of gifts in the form of food packages to 1,340 beneficiaries from the LGBTQ community and the PWD and transport sectors. Each food package contains 10 kilos of rice and a Noche Buena package. Edwin Sanico, a PWD from the town of Carmen, is happy that he will be bringing home a pack of rice that day. Pasalamat taon mi kay hapit na wala mi malungag. We are grateful because we almost have no rice to cook at home, Sanico said. He shared that if they do not have rice to serve on the table at home, they usually cook kamoteng kahoy or kasuba instead. VP Sara also turned over livelihood assistance to 113 members of the Boal Public Market Vendors Association under the Magnegosyo Taday or MTV program. The beneficiaries received 150,000 pesos to start up a business, which includes financial literacy and capacity building training. This explains why VP Sara was not in the get-together of cabinet secretaries in Malacanang. She is working. She is in Cebu.
Okay. Kasi yung mga pinagkakalat po ay hindi po yun totoo. At saka France. This is the example na inahanap ko na dapat tayo may resibo. mayroon kang dapat credible news stories, hindi puro paratang lang. Ulit, pinapasok na ang ICC dito sa Pilipinas, dapat magpakita ka ng resibo. At saka nandito na rin po si Trek Sibilia, ang mahusay na political blogger din. Kumusta? Masantos mo kaya labid ka. Si Mark Obias Killer, yung guardian angel ko, nandito na. I've been missing you, Mark. Okay. Ang sabi niya, si Ate Mins ng Kapamilya SSTV po ay nandito na rin sa sabi niya, tamsak Ate Mins. Hello po, Tatay Jackford, sabi niya. Hindi mayroong komento si Mark Ubers. Tatay
Si
Jackford,
alleged leader is also here.
bawal ang magmura dito. Sana. Kung gusto niyo ng channel ko, dapat yung we observe the rules of code of conduct. Malaya naman kayong magsaad ng inyong saloobin. Kaya lang, respetado to dapat. Wag tayong mag-resort ng name calling kasi kung lalabas yan, magagantihan po ang aking mga viewers. Hello, alleged leader. Okay. So, na yung nagpapakalat na inista po si BP Sara, hindi po totoo. Tulad nung wala siya sa departure ni President Marcos, binigyan na naman nila ng ibang meaning. Diba? Siya pa rin ang ginawang caretaker. So, wag tayo, ang point ko po dito ay wag tayong basta-basta maniniwala sa pinagkakalat ng mga vloggers. Ewan ko kung sino nagpapakalat, pero yan po ang katotohanan. Ayan, may resibo po ako. Hindi ako basta-basta maghuhusga. Okay, nandito na po ang magaling kong taga-subaybay na hindi na sumusuporta kay Presidente Marcos. Okay.
Connie is also here.
Hey, Connie? Hello, Connie. Si Connie po, ayaw kay Sara Duterte. Oh, sari-sari ang mga nanonood po sa akin dito. Kaya pwede kayong magsadang yung pananaw o yung opinion. Manggalang lang dapat po. Okay. Yan ang hinihingi ng uutal-utal na Tatay Jackfords. Okay. Okay.
From a Romualdez-owned newspaper, PBBM's trust approval rating gains slightly. Sarah suffers minor decline.
Okay, sandali lang po. This is a newspaper of Martin Romualdez. Ang nagbalita sila after several days na ang balita, yung public survey na kung saan po kulelat po si Martin Romualdez. This is a blatant attempt to influence the minds of our Filipino people. Pero mo, PBBM's trust approval rating gains suffers minor decline. Hindi nila i-mention na si Speaker Martin Romualdez is the kulelat among all the government officials. And then, ito po ang comment nila. Okay, pakibasa lang po.
By Manila Standard, December 20, 2023, 11:55 p.m.
Okay. Matagal ng balita ito. Nung kalalabas ng public survey, hindi nila ibalita kasi nandun nakulelat si Speaker Martin Romualdez. Halatang-halata ang gustong gawin ng Manila Standard na pag-aari po ni Speaker Martin Romualdez. Okay. Basahin po.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. gained a slight recovery in his approval and trust rating as 2023 draws to a close, an independent survey showed. In contrast, Vice President Sara Duterte suffered a minor decline, which the pollster Pahayag said was particularly pronounced in her own bailiwick, Mindanao.
Okay, they highlighted yung particularly pronounced in their own belief. That speaks its volumes in itself, trying to influence the mindset of the Filipino people. Bakit? Ewan ko lang. Okay. Hindi po ako nag-iimbento dito ng aking pananaw. Kayo na ang bahalang maghusga. I give you the resibo. Parating may resibo dito. Okay. Basahin po natin.
Ako ay isang loyalista. Loyalista ako para sa unit team Nina, PBBM at VP Sara. Loyalista ako ng mga Marcos family. Higit sa lahat, loyalista ako ng bansa natin, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Hindi magbabago ang pagiging loyalista ko dahil sa pagpalit ng ihip ng hangin. Pasensya na po kung iba ang pananaw ninyo sa pananaw ko. Magdiskusyon tayo ng may respeto at
Tigil mo
magalang
na
sa isa't
dyan.
isa.
This is directed to France. Magdiskusyon tayo na may respeto at magalang sa isa't isa. Mahirap bang sundin yung maliit na aking panawagan? You are free to air your opinions and viewpoints and your disagreements with me. Kaya lang dapat lang po may respeto. Huwag tayong magtawa ka. Respeto kung saan kita nyo, si Speaker Martin Romualdez, hindi ko siya tinatawag kung ano-anong pangalan. Always, Speaker Martin Romualdez, si Cory Aquino. I always call her President Cory Aquino. Si Leni Robredo, I always call her ex-Vice President Leni Robredo. You should give due respect to our officials. Kaya yung ginawa nga nila kay Speaker Martin Romualdez sa Japan, hindi ako payag kasi we should respect our officials. It doesn't matter what our personal feelings are, but we should respect our officials, no matter how much we disagree with them. Mahirap ba pong gawin yun? Respect begets respect po. France. I enjoy your comments po, pero gamitan mo naman ng respeto. Okay.
Salamat po. Thank you to all my members. My preferred members are Judy Basco, Judy CB, Charlene Kim, JNL Opinions, JJ Ferns, J Dixon. Maraming salamat. My regular members are Roger Evans, Tessa Vargas, Riddler Official Vlogs, Ryan, Trexivilla 11, Lily Ragasa, Lady Net, RN2 Cents, Jose Magno, Upach 1975, Sweet Escape, Virgilio VG Villanueva, and Maribel C. Sabala. Maraming salamat. Thank you, Team Lintec and their leader, Lintec. Thank you to my fellow SSTV family and its founder, Tessa Vargas. Maraming salamat sa aking mga matatag na subscribers, channel analytics, current subscribers 5,185 plus 26 in last 28 days as of 2020-2023.
Okay. Nakakatawa kasi stuck na ako sa 5,185. Ang good news lang po ay hindi po nababawasan. O bagbasa tayo ng komento po.
Okay, alleged leader. Okay, Saliram Gamer is here and count 2 to 10. Alleged leader says gago is a descendant of the Spanish word gago, which means stutterer, but means stupid, foolish, or ignorant in Tagalog. Therefore, it is not a bad word.
I let's leader. Magaling ka pero uh, I beg to disagree with you. Yung
Kaso, wala namang hindi naman ginamit yung gagong word. I think you're more referring to mga demonyong Marcos.
yeah. So,
And the word Judas, that statement by Franz Fuentes, was removed by the moderator.
okay. May moderator pala dito. Okay.
Okay. Count 2 to 10, 2-10 at Franz Fuentes. MLSO haters gonna hate, but do not allow your hate overcome humanity. Why you hate Marcus's so much? That you called them demonyo. Just asking. Tata is a loyalist. Did you know that?
Okay, for that, you get a medal. Come to 10. You get a medal because you expressed my sentiment in a very respectful way. I am a loyalist. Parati ko nga eh. To call my president that, who does, I respect your opinion. Hindi ko kayo pagagalitan. Just do it in a respectful manner. Ano, pinagalitan ba ko kayo? Binabasa ko yung mga anti-Marcos statements nyo. Kasi ako, binabatikos ko rin si Presidente Marcos kung kailangan. Di ba? Nakikita niyo ako? Okay. Ito, masamang balita ito.
Cabby charged foreigners 10,000 pesos each. Lock them up until they paid.
Napakasama namang image natin na nangyari dahil sa taxi driver na ito. Anong ginawa niya? Nag-viral pa nga ang video nito. Nandito po si SSTV Risa G. Thank you, Kapamilya SSTV. Okay, basahin natin.
Okay. By GMA Integrated News, published December 20, 2023, 11:07 p.m. Authorities are looking for the taxi driver who charged his Taiwanese passengers as much as 10,000 pesos for each for a ride from Ninoy Aquino International Airport, Terminal 3 to Terminal 4.
Grabe naman! 10,000? Nagpapampamasahe. Sobra naman itong taxi driver na ito. Kaya tayo nasisira dahil sa mga kawatan na kapwa natin Pilipino. Bakit nga nila ginagawa yan? Hindi sila tumutulong sa imahen sa image ng Pilipinas. Bagkus sinisira nila ang reputasyon natin. Kaya ko binalita ito. Kasi importante sa atin na ipakita sa buong mundo na tayo ay honest at we are polite. Kaya nga hindi ako payag doon sa ginawa ng dalawa sa Japan na bastusin po si Speaker Martin Romualdez. Okay.
According to 24 Oras, report by Jonathan Andal, the cabbie even locked up his passengers until they have paid the taxi bill.
Ang ilag siguro yung pituan ng taxi. Akala ko gani.
The incident was recorded on video, which was uploaded and became viral. However, the video did not catch the plate number or body of the vehicle. In the video, it can be seen that a fake taxi fare list with the logo of Department of Tourism and NAIA was handed over by the driver to the passengers. Based on the list, the fare to Terminal 3 costs over 13,000 pesos per passenger, while the cheapest fare for those bound to hotels and bus terminals in Metro Manila is 10,000 pesos per
Grabe naman yun.
passenger.
Grabe naman ating mga kababayan natin. Bis na dumami ang turista, hindi na pupuntahan ng mga turista dito sa Pilipinas. Ano masasabi mo dito, Direktora?
Well, dapat talagang this should be addressed by the Department of Tourism. Now, talking about the Department of Tourism, I was on Facebook recently and was looking at the posts of my friends and acquaintances, and somebody posted the difficulties ng mga senior citizens that were on a cruise that disembarked sa Manila. And talagang in detail yung complaints about how they were made to wait in the sun.
Gabi.
Tapos walk a long ways where there was no air conditioning at all. Tapos crowded in a small space where only, I think at most about 3 immigration personnel were taking care of all the passengers. So talagang it's not a good news for tourism.
Grabe naman. Dapat pasikasuhin yan ni Miss Frasco. Okay. So, it gives us a bad image po. Okay, magbasa po tayo ng mga komento before. Matambakan tayo.
So who else came in? Roger Evans is here watching at BG.
Welcome
Kim
dito.
Dancel,
Sandali.
TV2, SSTV family.
Welcome dito, pero kung ayaw mo nyo sa Marcos, problema nyo na yan, okay? Huwag nyo nang masyadong pagalitan si Francis, pakiusap ko rin. Kasi hindi siguro niya alam na may rules of code of conduct dito. Kasi nasanay siya siguro sa ibang channel na puro ganyan ang sinasabi ng mga viewers. Pero dito po, France, kasi magalang lahat dito ang nagpupuntahan dito. Pag nahong pagalitan si France, hindi lang niya alam ang code of conduct sa aking channel. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think she's fairly recent
kaya nga,
subscriber kasi.
Okay, that's an excuse. So, Saliram Gamer is here. Okay, France, please behave po. No, nakikiusap si alleged leader na mag-behave po tayo. Not necessarily si France. Unit team dito. Kung ayaw mo, yung okay lang. Okay lang nga. Si alleged leader nga does not support President Marcos. But he always gets a medal. France. Dito, si alleged leader po ay DDS who is not supporting President Marcos. But he's always welcome in my channel. Magalang siya at mahusay mag-present ng mga arguments niya. Magalang po dito. Okay. Wag nyo nang pagalitan si France. Let's Roger watching sa background, si Kim Dancel. Thumbs up, Tatay Jack first. Merry Christmas sa lahat. Morning, Kim. Yung ibang batihan po, hindi ko nababatihan, kundi makakapusin tayo ng oras. Nakikusap pang puta tayo, welcome sila, huwag lang silang magmura po. Okay. Just a reminder sa inyo po. Okay. Ito po ang bagong pakulo ng ating magaling na speaker.
WPS also reason for Chacha. News by Charles Dantes, Maricel Cruz, and Vince Lopez. December 21, 2023, 1:05 a.m. Manila Standard.
Kaninong
Charter
news
change.
sandali lang. Kaninong kaninong newspaper ulit yan? Newspaper ni Speaker Martin Romualdez. Dito po, fair tayo. Maski yung newspaper ni Speaker Romualdez ang nagpapublish, kasi balita, pailalahad natin para malaman nyo. Yung debunking ko ay later on will come. Okay, basahin po natin.
Charter change can help define, protect Philippine territory. Speaker Martin Romualdez on Tuesday said that the current tension in the West Philippine Sea could be an additional reason to push for constitutional amendments.
Okay, ha? Sabi na. You want to know the reason? Why we need a constitutional assembly to address yung Philippine territory natin. Okay.
In an interview with Teleradio Servicio, Romualdez said charter change could be beneficial in protecting the nation's territory and boosting the country's territorial integrity.
Okay. Kailangan ba ng Constitutional Assembly for that alone? Ang Constitutional Assembly dapat ay only used if you want to overhaul the political system of a country. Hindi for specific amendments po. Yan po ang aking posisyon last time. Yan po ang aking posisyon last time. Di ba ka? If there is what we call needed, there are needed amendments po, gumawa ng batas at i-subject po sa referendum. Tignan na natin ang ginagawa ng oldest democracy in the world, which is the United States. Pag gumagawa po ba sila ng amendment, ay kailangan po ng Constitutional Assembly? Alam din natin na ang batas, halos lahat ng batas natin, karamihan sa batas natin, hindi naman halos lahat, ay modeled after the US. Modeled after the US. So, ano ang ginagawa ng US kung nagkakaroon pa sila ng amendment? Ilang amendments na ba ang ginawa nila sa kanilang constitution? Isa lang ba? Dalawa? Tatlo? Apat? 5? 6? 7? 8? 10? Marami pong amendments. Yung ba ay ginamitan nila ng Constitutional Assembly para to effect the amendments? Tignan po natin. Ito po, hindi ko po sabi-sabi. Last time, I reiterated my position. Baka hindi kayo naniniwala kasi walang resibo. Ngayon, bibigyan ko kayo ng resibo. Okay.
From Simple English Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, this article is part of a series on the Constitution of the United States of America.
Okay, sandali. Yan, nalinaw po. Ang basihan ko. Kung a big country like United States want to amend their constitution, do they do it through a constitutional assembly? Tingnan natin po. Okay.
Amendments to the Constitution. This page is a list of the amendments to the United States Constitution. Since the Constitution went into effect on March 4, 1789, 27 amendments have been added to the Constitution.
Ay, naku! 27 amendments na pala. So based on the method of Speaker Martin Romualdez, Di dapat doon, nagkaroon na ng 27 Constitutional Assembly? Kasi hindi naman sabay-sabay lahat. Yan na nangyari. Ginawa ba yan ng United States? Ginawa po ba yan ng United States? Every time that they have an amendment, they go through a Constitutional Assembly? Nagtatanong lang po ako, Mr. Speaker, wag mo na kaming bilugin ang aming pag-iisip. Hindi naman kami siguro medyo may kulang sa katalinuhan para malaman namin na pwedeng ang amendment po ay daan sa batas at sa referendum to ratify po yung amendment. But we do not need a costly constitutional assembly para to effect the amendment. Okay, basta tayo.
Proposal and ratification process. Article 5 of the United States Constitution details the two-step process for amending the nation's plan of government. Amendments must be properly proposed and ratified before becoming operative. This process was designed to strike a balance between the excesses of constant change and inflexibility.
Okay, maganda yan. Proposed and ratified. Ratified po. Before they can be, the amendment could be put into law, it must first be ratified. How do they ratify it? Una, there are two methods, by referendum or by constitutional assembly. Tama rin. May tama si Speaker Martin Romualdez. One of the methods of ratifying the amendment is through a constitutional assembly, which is costly. But is it the only way to ratify the amendment? Tingnan natin.
The U.S. Congress, an amendment may be proposed and sent to the states for ratification by either the U.S. Congress, wherever a two-thirds majority in both the Senate and the House of Representatives deem it necessary, or a national convention called by Congress for this purpose on the application of the legislatures of two-thirds of the states. 34 since 1959.
Tigil muna. Yung National Convention called by Congress. Ganyan din ang gagawin po ni Speaker Martin Romualdez. Pero, tignan natin.
The convention option has never been used.
Nako, mabigat yan. The convention option has never been used. 27 amendments na ang nangyari sa United States. Bakit po ginagawa yung Constitutional Convention? Just for an amendment? Katawa-tawa naman po. Blatant exercise overreach of the speaker in trying to perpetuate himself sa power. Diba? Malinaw yan. The convention option has never been used. Okay.
So Tatay Jackford says, from Tatay's commentary yesterday, we don't need a Chacha to amend the socio-economic provisions in the current constitution.
Yung mga nanonood sa akin last time, baka sabi nyo, ang matandang ito, hindi alam ang sinasabi. Nag-iimbento lang. Iyan, patunay. Ganyan yung France. Kung magbibigay ka ng news dito, dapat may patunay. May resibo dapat. Dito po, iba po ang aking channel. Parating may resibo. Whenever I discuss, there is always a receipt. And the receipt is credible sources and credible news stories. Okay.
So Roger Evans says, baguhin nila ang foreign policy nila. Bakit yung constitution ang babaguhin?
Yeah, you get the medal because you pose a very good question, Roger Evans. I'm sorry for the others. Unahan lang po ang pagbibigay ng medalya rito. Only the nalit nalit ng isang komento si Alex Leader. Basahin mo nga.
Alleged leader says they only think grip on power, self benefits first before serving the public.
Okay. Okay, I will I will I will I will break my rule. I will make it 3 now. You get another medal po, alleged leader, because you are you are really uh, making a comment in a very concise manner. That is already the reason why they are trying uh, to to um, uh, uh, try to brainwash us to allow to permit the Constitutional Assembly. Magaling lang. So, Roder Evans, alleged leader, are additional uh, medalists for the day. Kasi mukhang dalawa is not sufficient to uh, uh, is not sufficient medals sa ating channel na. They are so good in presenting. Gayahin mo ito, France, yung mga nabibigyan ng medal. What do you notice? What do you notice in the way they present? Meron bang disrespect? Oh. Si France, anti-Marcos siya. Hindi niya kailangan na murahin ang mga Marcos to present his views. Nagbibigyan pa nga siya ng medalya. Oh. Don't forget po dito sa channel na to like and share naman. Mag-subscribe din po kayo. Yung mga susunod po na magre-replay or mag-review ng aking LS. Thank you, alleged leader po. Okay. Tapos na po. Yan ang aking debunking ko doon sa Pakulo ni Speaker Martin Romualdez. Hindi po natin kailangan na magkaroon ng Constitutional Assembly. Sabi nga ng Presidente Marcos, it's not about the Constitution. Mapilit lang siya, makulit lang siya. Magaling po si Speaker Martin Romualdez when it comes to legislative agenda. In fact, I give him a 98% approval rating sa pagpapagawa ng batas. Ang galing niya. Pero ang political movement lang ang medyo daw ako sa kanya. Pinupuri ko si Speaker Martin Romualdez sa kagalingan niya sa pag-unsad ng mga batas na kailangan ni Presidente Marcos. Okay. Okay. Ito. Malapit na tayong magtapos. Kaya yung mga komento nyo.
China warns Philippines not to miscalculate situation in South China Sea by Reuters, published December 21, 2023, 8:12 a.m., Beijing. China warned the Philippines that if the latter miscalculates the maritime situation, is bent on having its way, or colludes with ill-intentioned external forces, China would defend its rights and respond resolutely.
Tignan mo yung kasalbahian ng mga Chinese. Sila na nga nambubuli. Tayo para daw may miscalculate. They are the initiators. We don't initiate yung conflict or contact. They are the ones preventing us from resupplying the BRP Sierra Madre. Anong kabalbalan yan? Kaya, oh,
Kabalbalan from our perspective, but from their end, they're trying to be consistent to show na it's really their territory.
but then,
Yeah, but of course,
uh,
sa kanilang pananaw lang.
sa kanilang pananaw lang, okay.
Okay, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi made the remarks over the phone to his Philippine counterpart on Wednesday, the foreign ministry said in a statement, referring to the country's tensions in the South China Sea.
Kapapasok lang ang news.
Wang said both countries should discuss any disputes as neighbors, with the most urgent task being to manage the current maritime situation. Wang said the serious difficulties in bilateral ties were due to the Philippines changing its policy stance and reneging on its commitments, and advised the Philippine side to return to the right path as soon as possible.
Ang,
Lilis.
ang sinasabi niyang commitment, yung pagtanggal po ng BP sa Sierra Madre na pumayag daw tayo. Okay. Kabalbalan ulit yan. Naku naman, mga Chinese. They are gaslighting us. Papakalat ng fake news. Papakalat. Kaya galit na galit. Kaya medyo tatampo ko sa mga nagpapakalat ng fake news. Bigyan nyo kami ng resibo. Na napapansin nyo sa channel ko, parating mayroon akong binibitawang salita based on sa credible news stories. Ibahin nyo ang channel ko. Although gusto nilang i-take down. Kaya siguro nila i-take down, gustong i-take down ang channel ko. Kasi hindi nila madibang ang mga sinasabi ko. Because it is always supported by credible news stories. Kaya gusto nila i-take down na agad yung channel na munting na silang magtagumpay. Mabuti fair si Lolo YouTube. Nung first na nangyari, it took me several weeks before I was able to fix it. Pero this time, hindi pa ako nag-a-appeal. Ang YT, pinayagan na ako. Okay. Ano naman ang sagot niya? Kaya, siya, pakiusap ko, malapit na akong mag-surrender. Kasi nakikita ko, wala na akong suporta. Kaya kung ganito na wala akong suporta, baka mapilitan akong ako na mismo magte-take down ng channel ko. Kaya ikampanyo naman ikampanyo naman ang aking channel na mayroong channel na responsable na hindi po gumagawa ng fake news. Bahala sila sa mga fake news. Pero dito po sa channel ko, always with credible news stories at saka magalang po. Okay. Anong sabi po ng Gibo Teodoro na magaling. Believe po ako sa taong ito.
Chidoro, no country supports Chinese claim over whole of South China Sea. By Joanna Lee Casilao, GMA Integrated News, published December 20, 3:40 p.m., updated 6:29 p.m. Defense Secretary Gilberto Chidoro Jr. on Wednesday said no country is supportive of China's claim over the whole of the South China Sea.
Bago ito. Wala daw bansa na sumusuporta sa China. Lahat po ay sumusuporta sa Pilipinas.
Chidoro issued the remark in response to the Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs, saying that the Philippines is provoking activities and creating trouble in the South China Sea.
Tayo pa nagpo-provoke? Naku naman. Ay naku, tayo pa ang pupubuk, tayo na nga ang binobomba ng water cannon, tayo na nga ang binabangga, tayo na nga ang nililaser, tayo pa ang may kasalanan. Nakakatawa naman, okay.
My response to that is that only China believes in what they are saying, truth, and in fact, no country in the world, none, supports unequivocally their claim to the whole of the South China Sea, Chidoro said in an ambush interview. In addition to the Philippines, ASEAN members, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Brunei, have overlapping claims with China in parts of the South China Sea, a conduit of more than $3 trillion of annual shipborne commerce. The Philippines includes areas of the South China Sea that falls within its exclusive economic zone and continental shelf as part of the West Philippine Sea.
Mayroong comment po si mayroon comment po si eh, ah,
Ruel
Ruel.
Lingahan says, okay naman tayo nakapag-upload ka ulit ng bago. Hindi nagtagumpay ang gustong i-take down ang channel natin. Dahil kulang ako ng support, malapit na ako tumigil mag-vlog. Don't say things like that.
Yeah, that's what I feel. Yeah. Pinagagalitan ako ni Direktora. Okay. Okay. So, magbasa na po. Tapos na po ang LS natin. So, ano pa ang gandang hapon sa inyong lahat. The only sync grip on power. So, wala na. So, Roger, magaling si Speaker sa pagiging kapit ko. Sabi ni lunch leader, Roger Evans. Yan. He. Sabi. Okay. Wala na po. Thank you po sa mga nanood sa akin na 8. 8 po.
You've got 19 likes.
Bakit 8 lang nga nanonood?
Siguro, bisita lang yung iba.
Okay. Merry Christmas in advance. No? Araw-arawin kong mag-greet po ng Merry Christmas sa ating mga viewers po.
Okay, I'm going to log off. Good night, good morning to everyone. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Closing song.
Halina kayo, Katatay Jack, First Channel. Pag siya ay nagsasalita, maiintindihan mo ang mga balita. Mga balitang tunay na may ebidensya. Itutuwid ang balitang mali. Fake news. Yung mga balitang walang pinagbabasihan. Kaya makinig na kayo at magkomento at ating pag-usapan. Pinapakinggan ang opinion mo at ito'y nirespeto. Tayo'y magtalakayan at may kantahan dito. Pantay-pantay tayo lahat kay Tatay Jack. Tatay Jack, First Channel. First Channel. Nagmamahal, loyalista at Pangulo. Para sa bayan nito. Sa bayan nito. ang bagong Pilipino. Kaya halina kayo, halina kayo. Mag-subscribe na at mag-bell all para sa susunod. Dapat malaman nyo, malaman nyo. Balitang tunay sa ating bansang Pilipinas. Ating nakakalamunan. Muli sa pagmamahal sa ating mga Pilipino. Iatutuwid ang balitang mali na fake news. Kaya magulang mga at magpalunggay. Pantay-pantay tayo dito. Pinapakinggan ang opinyon at respeto. Kaya pinagpapasihan nito. At may kantahan pa, kantahan pa. Sabay
Okay, bye. Bye po sa lahat. Ay, and then sim na.